And there we go. So basically, we will get started on this newsletter today. Like I said, you can take a little bit of time to finish the brochure if you need it. Okay, so you will create a newsletter for your business slash organization that would be distributed once every 3 to 4 months. When designing your newsletter, be sure to include the following information and elements. Be sure to remember the color scheme, typography, logos, and design elements you have previously used. Look at the notes for information on what each item is if you need. So basically, we're going to do three pages, 8.5 by 11 as usual, 2 or 3 columns, and then two. What does it say? One new article. Article. Short information. Okay. Yeah, I guess just one article and then 3 informational paragraphs. You can use some of the information you use from your brochure, so you don't have to keep typing so much stuff. Uh, Again, origin of business organization. So you've already done that. What we do, what your business offers, and then third of your choice. So again, it's basically the same as the brochure. Um, you're gonna need a logo and a nameplate, pull quote, caption, running headline, drop cap, deck, sidebar, kicker, page number, jump line, 2 bylines, 4 pictures of graphics or more, and then the total is 40 points. So it's worth a good amount of points for this 6 weeks. So make sure you do get that done by the end of the week. So that all being said, that's what you have to do. In InDesign, real quick, I will show you how to kind of get started with this, even though I think at this point we kind of know how to do it. I should have opened this before we get started. I know we're forgetting something. If you're at home, again, you can use Google Docs, I guess would be fine. If you have Microsoft Publisher, that would be preferred. But I understand if you're at home, you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. So you may have to look it up, kind of how to do that well in here and kind of divide these pages up. You're definitely going to want to change the paragraph styles, the things like that. There's columns right there. So you make it 3 columns, and as you start typing, it'll kind of send you to the next line. So it shouldn't be too bad. And let's see. You have publisher at home. Well, maybe. But again, like I said, the directions, we went all over this information. You have the notes, and you can find it in the announcements in Canvas from when we went over these notes. So it shouldn't be too difficult to understand how to get all these things. InDesign's finally opening. And then this is Publisher. If you have that at home, that's fine to use as well. There's even some newsletter templates in here. If you really want to use them, I would prefer you kind of start fresh though. And I'll be able to see if you kind of didn't try it all and just turned in a template, because it's pretty obvious usually. So don't do that. I try to open too many things at once. And just wait on the last one, the most important one. It's going to pull up in a moment that create new document or file new kind of stuff, and we'll go through that. On there is an easy way to say, if you want it landscape, portrait, if you want columns or no columns, things like that. Maybe it'll open. Mine is super slow. Photoshop and Illustrator were kind of slow on this computer, but like InDesign's just chilling.
Did you open it through the Creative Cloud or through the computer itself?
Through the computer. There we go. All right, so we're going to hit create new, like usual. And again, I like just making sure it should be on the right thing, but just make sure 8.5 by 11. This time we want it portrait, not 11 by 8.5. And then we want 3 pages, so make sure you do that so it'll be easier for you. And then we got 3 columns already selected. Like I said, you can do 2 or 3. It's up to you. And that's just the space in between your columns. So that's the gutter. Um, that's basically it. So let's go ahead and create. Maybe it'll go pretty quick here. There we go. And you can see here we have our page 1 and we have our page 2 down here. And the way they're kind of thinking is you'd have that's your cover page and you open it up and there's side 2, side 3, and that's the way we're kind of looking at it. But yeah, and then it's just what we've been doing for the most part. So you can place object holders and things like that in here. That'll be beneficial to you for putting pictures in. You got your text tool. You got some of your basic Adobe tools here on the left. I think you get it at this point. So that's it. If you have any questions from the people online, please let me know. You can email me, or I can get back on Zoom if you really need me to. So that's basically it. Y'all have a good day. Just work on this for the rest of the week. I will not be posting any videos besides this one for the rest of the week because we'll just be working on the newsletter. And I'll probably just throw Zoom up, but I will not be really addressing anything in the next couple of weeks, in the rest of this week, unless someone has a specific question. So, adios.